Spoilers for the entirety of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. The rules are very straightforward. Follow leader must be on for every fight. Switching to other characters in battle, using Ouroboros and chain attacks are banned. And with these restrictions, allies can only revive or draw aggro. We gained the ability to follow leader on the path to our Feto Valley. The group of wolves can be taken care of by leveling up halfway through the fight. A few good accessories are the prayer necklace, which grants armor veil to revived allies. The bronze temple guard, which boosts maximum HP by 20%. The black mask from Fox's Collectopedia boosts the damage dealt to terrestrial life by 60%. And a couple other categorical damage boosts drop from the Sky logo. The Whirlpool completely walls us despite having a significant level difference. And I've decided to reduce the difficulty down to easy since I stand no chance against it, even at 5 levels above. Due to lowering the difficulty, the 3 Agnet soldiers and the Mobius went down pretty easily. We can finally swap characters to a better solo class, and change each character's class to make the whole party useful. You have to use the chain attack in its tutorial, so you can't die, so you can significantly reduce the chain attack's damage. After that, we gain access to gems and cooking. A few gems of note. Soothing Breath revives allies with more HP. Life-saving expertise. It revives allies faster. Ultimate counter deals a percentage of attack damage when you take damage. And powered combo boosts damage after cancelling. And steady striker boosts all the attack speed. The soldiers and olives that ambush you in the cave can cause some trouble, but giving your non-healers ultimate counters should deal with them. Ethel hits hard, can gain power charge, and can inflict bleed, and also has a ton of HP. The best strategy I found is equipping 4 healers so that if a few fall, the ones left standing can revive the whole party. I also stacked the agility on the player controlled character so they can stay alive and draw aggro away from everyone else. Phase 1 of Console K is the interlink tutorial. You can't die, but you can cancel the interlink instantly, removing its impact. For Mobius K, he has a set load of HP, so there's no chance I would be able to do this on normal difficulty. He has a high block rate, has an AoE with Megasonic Drake, has Victory Pose which grants some sort of buff, and can use Power Recovery which heals around 1/5 of the max HP. Probably doesn't deal much damage, but has several team healing moves, making this a DPS set. The Incomplete Siege Love has a whole ton of powerful moves. Humbling Smash, a single target ult move on most characters. Heat Injection, an AoE move that inflicts blaze. Energy Charge boosts defense and attack of the Siege Love. And Laser Buster, an AoE move that you can avoid most damage from by walking behind the Siege Love. The Lepus is in a similar situation as the Siege Love. It has Hand Capture, a single target auto move, Fingers of Flame, which is a AoE attack, and Ground Breach, which is a strong AoE attack. And we finally got access to more classes. The ones of note are Yumsmith, provides a blaze field that deals stack damage over time. Teats, Ultimate Pregong, reduces the enemy's defenses for the user, and Xeon. Protector's Pride significantly reduces ult's cooldown. I recommend leveling to level 30 per console day, so your healers can have both Pearl Necklace and the HP boosting accessory. I would also recommend having a full party of healers, so that one of them might survive Zay's AoE attacks. Zay's main gimmick is AoE attacks. Fatal Pierce, Whip Traps, and Ruined Marionette are all AoE. After this, we get Itzard's class, which provides a physical defense down ult, and the skill Preemption Gambit gives a chance to start battles with attack up, and he's a healer, so the hero can revive in battle. For the Pharonix duo, at first Pharonix isn't much of a threat since her attacks are mostly single target. However, Kamuravi's Pharonix has some AoE attacks, and with Conflagration Blade, Inflicting Blaze. For Mobius O and P, they have two strong AoEs, Rose Whip and Empress Chariot. The Mobius D&Z fight at the castle also has a couple AoE attacks you have to watch out for. Chaos Arts, Doom Ring, and Infernal Toll, which puts down a damage field. The only threat during the Queen of Clever's fight is the AoE Mind Blast. We now have full access to Tordencia, which means we can get Soul Hacker. A few of the skills on Soul Hacker are really good for this challenge. For the lead character, Mirror Technique, which reduces aggro on death from Phantom Strayer. Aura Killing, which grants a damage boost on revival from Witherson's Rattler. Systematic Defense, which provides arc streak swords from sensitive cat blood. Underworld Raids, which grants a damage boost from dead allies from a unobtrusive lady. And Damage Cell, which deflects damage when low on HP from Ambassadorian. And for the allies, Reserve Life, which restores HP when on low HP from Bushwhacker Ferret. Royal Wade, which boosts revive speed from Demoted Turkin. And Sacrificial Heal, which fully heals the allies on death from Farseer Perret. Mobius M's main gimmick is controlling your allies, but my allies have full damage and revive pretty quickly, so it's not an issue. The two Mobius M fights has mostly single target attacks, but even if he uses Glaring Swiftblade, the Soul Hackers on your team will heal everyone if they go down. The fights after this are pretty simple with Mobius Y, taking a while but overall isn't too bad with Soul Hackers. Ascending Kamuravi will also ascend at full, giving us a skill to instantly pull Unlimited Blade. And since we're nearing Origin, might as well upgrade some of our stats, such as completing Triton's Ascension and upgrading our main 5 gems. As far as gaining new Soul Hacker's skills. Super Explosion, which deals attack damage on death from Infiltrator Garnet. Scattered Healing, which gives a chance to heal allies on damage from State Legal Armor. Sense of Danger, which grants buffs on ally death from Stonehoof Torfin. And Instant Charge, which grants archery charge on ally death from Joyful Nimrod. With the allies full healing the party when they go down, it's hard to lose a fight. Since I hadn't added damage cell yet to my setup, the main difficulty in Mobius D&J is keeping the lead character alive long enough to pull unlimited blade when the enemy focuses them down. Since I finally unlocked Soul Hacker on everyone, here's my set for all of them. By using capable hands on attacker, you can insta-pull unlimited blade and have a chance of insta-killing normal and elite monsters, making traversing Origin much easier and quicker. Both Mobius N and Mobius Y were pretty straightforward. You just gotta hope the lead doesn't die before they can get unlimited blade off too much. And finally, well, to the final fight, Mobius Z. The first phase is well tanky, especially when he has his shield up, but fairly easily dealt with unlimited sword. The chain attacks can't be avoided, so I just used the first two characters in the lineup. X and Y Infinite are a bit tougher since you don't have the whole party for a safety net, but the heroes helping out more than makes up for it. Due to Y Infinite switching the controlled character over to Mio, I can't switch back to Nerd, and have to beat the rest of the fight with Mio. The final two phases can be a bit rough due to Side Balloon or Infinite Finale, both strong AoEs that can afflict multiple statuses. And that's it. The whole game beaten solo, except for the parts where it's required to do something with the party. If you want to see the raw footage, the playlist should be up in the description.